Hi, welcome to a typical day at Simply Print. You know, it's really difficult to put into words what we do here, so we thought we'd show you. That's why we've made this video. We're going to do an invoice book from start to finish. That way, you get a really large cross-section of the things we do. After the invoice book job is finished, we're going to show you the folding machine and the Heidelberg platen as well. But the first stage of the invoice book job is the plate making stage. Okay, this is the very first stage of the job. This is where we make the plate. At Simply Print, we use a computer to plate system, or CTP for short. That's where we make the plate directly from the computer. So by doing this, we take away all the harmful chemicals and we get a lot better job for the customer. It means we can do fine screens, and it means that the job is a lot cleaner and clearer. The image is applied via a ribbon system. So that blue image runs backwards and forwards across the plate, and that's what puts the image onto the plate. Okay, so we're going to make the plate now, so we'll send that through to the plate maker. Okay, and now we have our plate ready for printing. Make ready is a term used in printing to describe setting up the press for different size paper and thicknesses. As you can see, we're setting up the side lay, which ensures that each sheet is in exactly the same position. When we're happy that the paper is running through the press correctly, we clamp the plate to the front edge of the plate cylinder. Then we run the plate through slowly, and then we clamp the back edge to the plate cylinder. This ensures that the plate is secured onto the cylinder, ready for printing. And now the press is started, and as you can see, the plate cylinder rotates, ready to accept water and ink onto the plate. Once we have our first print, we double check that it's in the correct position, it's all square, and we have good ink-water balance. So that's the finished job. We've done it white, pink and yellow, so that's the end of the printing stage. How you going with that job, Pete? That numbering?
Oh, this is bloody taking forever. There's got to be a better way.
Oh, how long have you been going? You only done this many?
Yeah, look, that's taken me about an hour, and there's that many to go.
Oh, this is going to take for ages. Okay, that's the way it used to be done years ago. Hand numbering, very, very slow. Now we'll show you the way we do it, the fast way. The numbering box is attached to a wheel inside the numbering unit. It can be adjusted vertically as well as horizontally, which enables us to get the number in exactly the right position on the sheet. The number comes around, picks up ink from the ink roller, and then as the sheet is fed through, the number contacts the sheet. As you can see, we're getting a number print just below the word tax invoice. At the same time, a perforation runs down the side of the sheet onto a steel cylinder. This is what puts our perforation down the side of the sheet. Next, a cam is located directly in front of the numbering arm. Whenever a sheet is detected inside the numbering unit, the cam moves forward, pushing the arm and changing the number over to the next digit. Thankfully today we have a collating machine, which is a huge time saver. So what we do is we load the sheets in in the separate bins. This collator is capable of doing 8 sheets, collating 8 sheets together. At the moment we're only doing 3. So what we do is we test it first. And then the sheets are collating in order, so we've got 2002, 2002, 2002. So that's how we want it to collate. Okay, the collating process is complete. So now, instead of having 3 piles, one white, one pink, one yellow, we have one whole pile with the sheets collated together. Using an industrial hand stapler, we put one staple in the centre and a staple each side of the book to keep it all secure. Next, binding tape is applied to the edge of the book. This hides the staples, reinforces the spine, and gives it a professional look. Next, we trim the edges of the book with a guillotine. This gives a nice clean cut on each edge and also removes any imperfections in the paper. See that we have our invoice books all completed. The last thing we do is we put a number showing what number is in each of the books, so we put a sticker. This is our Heidelberg button, built in the late 1950s, and so it's almost an antique. Used to print at one stage, but now all it's used for is die cutting, creasing, embossing. In today's purpose, we're using it for perforating. So just to show that it still works even though it's almost an antique. We'll just get it going. So this is what we've done with the Heidelberg button today. We're just perforating the sheet, so it allows for the perforation of the sheet. If you've ever seen brochures printed, you probably have never thought about how they're done. They're certainly not done by hand. You wouldn't want to fold anything by hand, it takes too long. So this is our folding machine here. Let's take a look at what happens when a sheet runs through slowly. Okay, the sheet comes up through the feeder, then it goes through a little chamber and hits a stop bar. As it hits that stop bar, you can see the sheet goes backwards because it has nowhere else to go. It's hit that bar, bounces back to a set of rollers, then it goes down to the bottom chamber, goes and hits another bar before being ejected out to the front. The good thing about this machine is you can actually load the sheets in as you go, so it can continually go as long as you've got someone to take the sheets off the back and someone to put the sheets on the front. It's a continual machine. It doesn't feed from the top, it feeds the sheets from the bottom using a suction roller. So we'll just get this job going and you can see how fast it actually goes. So there's the finished job. 800 newsletters done in 6 minutes, so that's pretty fast going. If we had to do that by hand, it would probably take about 5 or 6 hours. So it's a big time saver. Thank you for watching this video today. We hope now that you have a better understanding of what goes on in the printing industry and the various processes. Don't forget, you can also check us out at www.simplyprint.net.